One might think not being listed anywhere would be to my detriment. The only way to hire me was through personal referral, but my calendar was full. My pet tech Felice vibrated with the 15-minute warning I always set for myself. A glance out the window showed us to be only a block away. Good. Better early than late, I muttered to myself and slipped my phone into my pocket. The car glided to a stop, and I stepped out to the warmth of the early October evening. I stood on the sidewalk for a moment, watching the elite of the computer world walk through the golden front doors. Tall, short, black, white, none of it mattered to me. If they had enough cash, they were welcome. Strolling into the lobby of the Pierre, I scanned the faces of the men and immediately spotted Carl Dixon, who was checking his phone. Pale as early morning sunlight, 5'4" and weighing about 130 pounds, he stood with a defeated slump to his shoulders that held the weight of past promises broken. Being that I wasn't paid to psychoanalyze the man, I placed a half smile on my face and crossed the space. "Carl?" His brows shot up, and his face reddened. "Oh, hi. How are you this evening?" Carl's eyes ate me up. "Better now." "Aren't you sweet?" I brushed the back of my hand against his cheek. "Should we go upstairs?" "Yeah." He nodded so fast I wondered if he'd ever gotten laid. It had been a while since I'd popped someone's cherry, and usually they were nervous 18 or 20-year-olds, not successful businessmen running billion-dollar companies. I took his sweaty palm in mine. "Good. The elevators are this way." Once inside the suite, I waited for him to tell me what he wanted, but he remained silent, so I took the initiative. Sometimes clients were shy and needed me to talk them through what I had in mind. But for $10,000 a night, Carl could do almost anything he wanted. I shrugged off my trench coat and suit jacket and folded them neatly, setting them over the dining room chair. Carl's breathing sped up slightly, and I slowed. "Do you want me to get naked?" I murmured, my fingers resting on the knot of my tie. Yes, please." Carl set his coat on the chair and kicked off his loafers. His eyes never left mine. I grinned. I'm no Magic Mike, but I can do a passable striptease. I undid the tie and flicked open the buttons of my shirt. When I was naked from the waist up, I beckoned him with a curl of my finger. "Touch me. Come on." I ran my hands over my chest and pinched my nipples while keeping my hips gyrating. "I know you want to." My brows rose at the obvious bulge in Carl's trousers. "Is this your first time?" I undid my belt buckle and unzipped my pants. He blushed and moved closer. "No, but I haven't been with anyone in a while." His gaze locked on my groin as my slacks fell to my ankles, and his breath hitched. I didn't want to be alone the night I received the biggest award of my life, but everyone I knew was busy. And I'm the lucky guy who gets to have you for the night. I hooked my fingers into the elastic of my briefs and drew them down over my hips. Freed from its restraint, my cock swung out. Carl let his breath out in a long whoosh. He wet his lips as I grasped myself. I brought some things earlier and put them in the bedroom." I arched a brow. "Did you? Naughty boy." His eyes popped wide. "No, I just meant like condoms. Oh." Carl's eyes rolled to the back of his head when I palmed his crotch. "It's okay. I wouldn't mind. You could handcuff me to the bed if you wanted," I whispered, and his dick jerked under my dancing fingers. "Ah, you like that thought. Do you want me to tie you up?" I always brought a few things I thought might enhance my client's pleasure, and hearing his moans, I guessed he did. "Tell me what you want. I'm here to give you your ultimate fantasy." "Being here with you is like a fantasy," he breathed. I led Carl into the bedroom and started to undress him. "Let the games begin."